Related to what? Related to what? The enemy of man. Related to what man is the enemy of man? Related to what human ghosts are trying to steal my spiritual being, raping my mind with the pus-filled penis, selling my love on the market for half price, inflationary precautions, they say. Related to what? Related to what is ICBM, IBM, and others a $5 billion ABM system. A, attack B, black M men system, attack black men system, system attacks black men, while black women are allowed to walk around with mini skirts on their minds, drinking birth control pills from pea, sweetened Kool-Aid, and digging on Tom Jones because it's not unusual. Related to what? Related to what? I'm Jemima serving Richard Nixon honey-coated black eagles for breakfast every morning. The rats and roaches are on a rinse strike, and Roy Wilkins' mammy is drowning in ego piss. But understand that you are the sons and daughters of lovers, lovers who were loving before time, timely lovers are we, always on time, in time to make love. We are the lovers of time, time is what we need, but time ain't for real. Related to what? Related to what? No more tears, please, no more tears. Haters torn tears from my eyes in jagged handfuls, and I have known tears that have been poured for others to cry tears. And love was lost in an ancient and forgotten city of my soul. Daddy, what has brought you Razuli? Son, that's beautiful people use Afro sheen. Daddy, what is freedom? Related to what? Related to what? An Armageddon jumped off on the corners of 125th Street and St. Nicholas Avenues as the junkies, rhinos, pimps, and prostitutes finally reclaimed their rightful name as a vanguard party. Here we are, standing in the shadows of love, standing in the shadows of love, waiting for the Hardicks to come, and Malcolm is going to pimp Bird Johnson in the hereafter to be young, gifted, and black. To be young, gifted, and black, that's where it's at. Related to what? Related to what? And the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost ain't dead. They're standing on the corners of 126th Street and 8th Avenue shooting up into their arms, trying to get to heaven as fast as they can. And Diana Ross is a beautiful example of foot and mouth disease. And I dream dreams of black people who dream dreams of other black people who dream of being free. Related to what? Related to what? And in the end, when Uncle Sam found out that right God deodorant couldn't remove the stench that he had brought into the world, he began to pray. Yes, he began to pray. He prayed to the Virgin Mary. He prayed to the Pope. He prayed to Malcolm. He prayed to Emmett Till and Mac Parker. He went up and down, back and forth, all over the land praying. He prayed to the chosen few. He even prayed to the few who weren't chosen. He prayed to the east. He prayed to the west. He prayed to the God he knew the best. Why, he even prayed to the funk under niggas' arms. Just he prayed to God for forgiveness. He prayed to God for forgiveness. He prayed, he prayed, he prayed. I'm sorry, God, please forgive me. Amen. God's reply, related to what? ship on a merciless sea.
How's the music sound, Dustin?
You've got good audio levels.
Object, praying and praying and praying with no justification for belief. Time is
Hey, Ezra,
memories
which
of
one do I unmute?
personal and collective
Does this sound okay?
dancing
Yes.
until you become
Okay, then I can keep it on here as long as I have the headphones in.
And am I audible?
Yes, you are.
The mic's right here. Okay, tight.
All right, you guys good with that then?
Yep.
Time is getting high. Going to a formal and thinking of the next time you can do it again. Time is running, time is running, time is running out on black power advocates in the day and white side supporters at night. Every time you see them, it's some white woman with their tongue hanging out. Time is running and passing, passing and running, running and passing.
I swear I'm not sitting in the dark.
You don't look like it.
What?
It doesn't. Okay.
It's
This black silhouette.
Time is running,
As we
time
haven't
is
built it, basically,
time is running, time is coming to, time is coming to, time is coming to, and ain't no more. Give me 5 more minutes, baby, baby, please give me 5 more minutes. I just need 5 more minutes. Niggas and Negroes, y'all and all better get right at this time while the time is good, cause it might not be no next time. Automatic push button, remote control, synthetic genetics, command your soul. Automatic push button, remote control, synthetic genetics, command your soul. Automatic push button, remote control, synthetic genetics, command your soul. Automatic push button, remote control, synthetic genetics, command your soul. Automatic push button, remote control, synthetic genetics, command your soul. Automatic push button, remote control, synthetic genetics, command your soul. Automatic remote control, synthetic genetics, command your soul.
How many people are pitching today?
We won't know until people come.
Oh, okay. Is it still dropping us off live?
Yeah. Try to go at it one more time.
Driving me nuts, bolt screws. I got the blues from paying dues, from program news, of honey-coated lies. Your eyes can't believe that we've the devil's magic with the latest gadget from the mean machine. Are running the same game with another name. Down in your brain, blowing your mind, stealing your time, smooth and slick with the latest trick to get rich quick from nonsense at your mind's expense. As your mind digs the scene from the mean machine designed to drive your brain insane. Loudspeakers blasting inside your head, saying what someone else said for you to do what they want you to. No, go fast, slow, getting you high off the latest lie, telling you when, where, how, and why. As your mind digs the scene from the mean machine, are running the same game with another name. Factories of insanity playing on your vanity as they distort your sense of self, telling you what you need and how to succeed as they steal all of your wealth. Probing your mind, trying to find how to scheme on you best from program schools with devilish rules, putting you through the test. Death-dealing devices sold at high prices, designed with you in mind to buy as they kill you slow. And some of y'all don't even know y'all paying the machine to die. Mechanized lies dressed up in disguise in forms of various kinds. Treachery and deceit the people must defeat in the battle for free men's minds. For complete domination is the goal of this nation, of all free-thinking thought, and those who oppose will be killed by their foes.
Hey, Ezra,
Whose souls have been bought.
you mind cutting the music?
Revive the living dead, replacing the truth with lies instead. Newspapers, radios, TVs, spreading lies.
Thank you. If you would like to be unmuted, please raise your hand. If you are pitching, please put your name in the comments. Thank you, Jeremy. Usually the pitches will start at about 10 after. People are still coming in. And welcome everybody so far. And again, if you would like to be muted, please raise your hand. Be unmuted, please raise your hand. Sorry, I lost my marker. Andres, I have you as number 1. Would anybody like to be unmuted? Actually, I know everybody, so I'm going to unmute all for a moment. Sorry to do that to you if it disturbs you. Hey everyone, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, Shayna.
Sweet.
It's good to see you this morning, Jared.
It's good to see you, CJ. I only have one person signed up for pitching so far. You guys are waiting for the $99 for next week?
Yeah. I personally will be pitching next week again.
You're not going to do it this week?
Okay.
Hey, Damien, how you doing?
Good, good. Is it working?
It is working.
Oh, beautiful. Good. Thank you.
Are
How
you going to
about yourself?
pitch today? I'm doing great.
No, I'm going to pass on today. I'd like to see how it runs and then maybe give next week a try.
Okay.
I'd give you all a pitch off the top if you're looking for time slots.
I am. So I'm going to count Dustin as number 2 and Erica as number 3. You okay with that, Dustin?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Where you at? Oh, okay. You okay with that, Erica? Oops, I tried to unmute you, but I got you. What about you, Shayna?
I give the same pitch I gave last time, but I can if I remember it.
You better, Shayna.
I'm putting you down. Come on.
All right. That's fine.
You do it outside. You do it inside. You do it in a handstand. You do it running.
Yeah.
Dustin,
I'm cool with it.
Dustin, your name, Dustin Grimes, is totally reminded me of Busta Rhymes. I don't know why.
It's a powerful name.
Okay, we've got up to 4 pitches. I've got to watch the waiting room a little bit. Let me just double check. Cameron, you don't want to pitch? I'm sorry, I'll unmute you. Or maybe I can't.
Yeah, I'm just here to watch this time.
Okay, no problem.
See how this goes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Rachel, you gonna pitch?
No, no. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm my kid got a computer gifted for his early birthday present, so I'm trying to run everything through his stuff. Nice of me, but no, I just want to observe.
Okay, cool. Sorry I kept dropping on Facebook. I don't know if it's still dropping. It is.
It's all good. I had to install this, so it took me a minute to catch up. Oh,
Right.
yep, there we go. Yes, I figured it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to go live one more time. And at 9:10, we're going to get started. And so that would mean you are up, Andres. And I'll explain the rules and all that, the 1 or 2 rules, I guess, in a minute. I'm worried about using Zoom and Facebook Live for the hatching right now. Okay. It's not going to happen. All right. Well, does anybody need to be unmuted? Does anybody need to be added to the list right now? OG Jeremy, sorry.
Awesome.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy?
Not a lot, not a lot.
You raised your hand?
Yeah, because I was muted.
Oh, okay. Did you say you are pitching today or not pitching today?
I'm not, no.
Oh, okay. All right. So where is Andres? I'm going to unmute you, Andres. We're not ready to go yet, but we'll get there in a second. What's going to happen is Andres is going to have 99 seconds to convince us that his idea is the best idea of the 4 that we'll hear today. There will be a countdown up there behind me, and Ezra is going to cut in with a clip from 99 seconds, but a pitch ain't won when the clock hits 0. So if you're not done, you're going to get interrupted with music. I'm going to start the video when Andres starts talking, or I'm going to start the timer, and then remember the 4 pitches. When this is all over, we're going to put a poll up and you'll vote for 1 through 4, and that's who will win the 4th weekly 99 problems, but a pitch ain't won. And remember, next week we go to $99 for the winner. So this is still preseason, I guess.
Preseason.
So are there any questions? Anybody raising their hand? No questions? Then Andres, we are going to go. Oh, sorry. I will start the timer. Give me 2 seconds. I'll start the timer when you start talking. Hold up, man. You're muted somehow. Can you test?
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, that you got it.
Wait, it's working?
It is, but you're very quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have my other headphones right now. If I unplug it, will it work too? Like if I can just use my computer?
I think it probably would.
Okay.
Let's see. Can you guys hear me better now?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
All right, so when you're ready, I'm going to start the timer. So you start talking, I'll start.
Cool. Hey, my name's Andres, and my business idea is about building better connected communities. I've had my real estate license for almost 3 years now. I sold residential and commercial real estate, but throughout my time working as an agent, my interest always crept back into the digital marketing aspect of things. In our community today, I see how renting properties is on the rise with both millennials and younger generations, and I see a big need for the ability to connect with our neighbors and those around us through digital mediums. So my idea is to build a digital agency focused on helping multifamily real estate owners build more brand equity into their properties, not only to increase their own investment, but to help create more communities, create more communities for people looking for housing based on the first stage in accomplishing this is working on the back end, serving clients by using digital marketing tactics to boost the desirability and tell the story of their property or apartment complex. Then the second stage would be to create like a front end software that would allow tenants of certain properties or complexes to connect over, shared lifestyle and mutual interests with each other. Currently, I'm in the phase of starting up and being able to provide a consultative marketing approach to property owners on growing their property equity, and we'll continue to go from there. So in the end, it's my goal to help create a more connected, happy community that can help serve us all. Thanks.
All right, good job, Ezra.
I'm stopping you for cause I'm young and I'm black in my hat.
We gotta tell you that we're at least gonna play the music for a second. Someone's got to go to 0 so we can play some Jay-Z and get in trouble. All right, next up, Dustin. I gotta find you. There you go. I know that your audio works, so you want to give me a quick test there?
Testing. Testing.
All right, and am I in your screen so that you can see the
put me back to full, but yes, I can see the timer now. So.
Okay. Then when you start talking, we'll start that.
Okay. Hi, I'm Dustin Grimes. My most recent thought project is a laundromat. A service that everyone needs, but not everyone has access to. My sister has joined me kind of in this endeavor. She's just bought a house in the Potter Walsh neighborhood, and we've identified a abandoned building very far behind in their taxes that we think we could secure for a fairly cheap rate. We wouldn't want to be just a standard laundromat. We've learned too many lessons through our community involvement. Mine mostly through the Fledge and other East Side entities, and her through the national organizations that she's worked with and represented. We would like to turn equity shares in time labor. So we'd like to make resources available, washing machines, soap, that kind of thing, available, and allow people to trade out time in maintenance of the building or the machines for the use of those machines. Now, bringing people into a laundromat isn't our main goal here. We'd like to provide other services through this conduit to the neighborhood, whether it be food distribution, contraceptives, just making, a quote unquote watering hole through this service that people already have a demand for is the main driving portion here. We're mainly looking for feedback at this point. I can only talk to Chris so many times to get ideas, but that's where we're at right now.
I heard, son, do you know I'm stopping you for? Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's
Right.
real low.
Thank you,
Do I look like
Dustin.
a mind reader, sir? I don't know.
We need to figure out a way to clap so you can hear us.
Yes. Just air snaps.
All right. Next up is Erica. I found you, Erica. You're unmuted. Want to give me a quick test?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So let me reset the clock real quick. And same as Dustin, same as Andres. I'll start the clock when you start talking.
In my early 30s, I made some very poor choices regarding the company I kept and social environments I placed myself in. Eventually, I found myself struggling with hard drugs and an abusive relationship with a dangerous person. As I tried to move on and improve my life, I realized that effective change was not something that I was going to be able to make happen on my own. I sought help from my intense mental and emotional issues from several support groups, agencies, and organizations. None of these roads led to effective support. Most of the people that should have helped me failed to follow through with their responsibilities, and some of them outright betrayed me. These painful and frustrating experiences proved to be an invaluable learning opportunity. I'm an intelligent and capable person, and I was dedicated and committed to changing my life. If it were that hard for me to find effective support, it must be doubly hard for people that aren't as capable or committed. My pain and frustration birthed my business idea. Jubilee will be a network where people that are trying to change their lives can plug in and find the positive support that they need. Jubilee will prioritize the development of vibrant and meaningful relationships ahead of profits and the bottom line. These relationships will allow for the sort of authentic and vulnerable sharing and learning from each other that precipitates genuine and lasting change. Jubilee will be established as a nonprofit so that we may fundraise and apply for grants. The business operations of Jubilee will include providing high-quality home care and low-income property management. All properties will be exceptionally well-maintained, and profits will be funneled into projects that enrich the lives of our employees, clients, and tenants, and therefore benefit our community instead of developers. Thank you for letting me share.
All right. Thank you, Erica.
I heard, son, do you know I'm stopping you for? Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest?
All right, Shayna. Same rules. Oops, Andres is raising his hand.
For Erica.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I got you unmuted. I got your video up, and just let me get to the timer real quick. I'll start when you start, Shayna.
All right, cool. All right. So when you're looking for a nice restaurant, you can go to Yelp.com. When you're looking for some random things like a mattress or a couch, you can go to Craigslist. But when you're looking for something like a sports program for your daughter, there isn't a site for that, at least not yet. So I'm hoping today with your support, I can create Tomboy.com. Tomboy is a brand that provides resources for aspiring female athletes. Amongst the many resources we'll have, our website will compile a list of sports programs and allow families to come in and look for sports programs that fit the interests of their daughter, the competitive level that they're looking for, the time commitment and financial commitment they're willing to put forth. Now, for me growing up, being heavily involved in the basketball community, finding sports programs was really hard. It was hard for me to find a program that fit my needs and my financial and time commitments. By the time I was able to find one, I was close to aging out. Still, families are relying, like I did, they're relying on word of mouth and social media. I'm hoping that with our resources, we'll be able to make it easier for families at any stage of the search. And with that resource, we're hoping that we help the young women in our community gain the skills that they can use for the rest of their lives. That's what I know.
All right. Thank you, Shayna.
You're welcome.
We won't cut to the music right now. What I have to do is, last week I got a suggestion that we ask questions after the presentations, but before the voting. So I would like to try that. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. So again, I'm gonna hit unmute all. Some of you will stay muted automatically because of your settings. I'm also gonna make it so that you can unmute yourself since we're not letting any more people in. And if you have questions for any of the 4 ideas, Andres, Dustin, Erica, or Shayna, let's talk about them real quick. And when the questions are done, we'll go into the polling and vote. I'm going to go monitor Facebook real quick.
Okay. I got a question for you, Dustin. The question is what is the main idea that you've got that is different than all the other laundromats?
We don't really want to be profit driven. We want to be much more inclusive, even to the point of providing lockers for people in transient situations, or other services that kind of go above and beyond. I don't think you'd find an arcade cabinet. Yeah. You'd probably be more likely to find a needle exchange in our facility is kind of what our bigger idea is to have the infrastructure that draws people in, but then provide services on top of that go outside of that space.
Good. Thank you. I guess I could ask that same question for Jubilee with Erica, if you don't mind. With Jubilee, Erica, what's the #1 standalone with your company to other companies similar to yours?
Well, to be honest with you, I have not come across anything similar to what I'm talking about. In even like, there's like some nonprofits that do like group home management and some home care and that sort of thing. What I'm hoping to be able to take advantage of is like in certain relationships, there's like a person that is more influential a lot of the times, and I would, at least in my experience, like bosses and landlords tend to be fairly influential people in your life. And the whole concept is based on like, what if we took advantage of that influence, not to get a profit or that sort of thing, but to actually make a difference in people's lives. So I'm not all just like now your boss and your landlord, and now I'm actually like maybe a mentor, somebody that cares about you. And if you're struggling, like I think we talked in the Scrum meeting a couple days ago about like people that don't necessarily keep their houses clean. So as a landlord, I would come in and see that there's a problem here, and I'm going to make the assumption that people have pretty good intentions and that they're doing the best that they can, and that if they're not keeping their house clean, then there's something wrong. And before I evict them because of that, I'm going to take like a lot of action steps to maintain that relationship and keep it going, and do my best to find effective ways to help them outside of saying like, you need to clean this mess up now, or I'm going to kick you out, because clearly they're struggling with something, because I think, in my experience anyways, most people actually do want to keep their houses clean. And it's just like so many scenarios like that where your boss or your landlord would have good reason legally or whatever, the way our culture is set up, to terminate that relationship. And I would like to take advantage of those opportunities and lots of ways actually to like help those people that are struggling, instead of like, oh, you did a no call, no show for work. Well, I could technically fire you now, but what's going on? Like, what was the real problem? And, it's not going to be just like a sort of scenario that's going to just in that situation. Like, we're going to have a very well-established relationship, like me and my tenant, and obviously this is not the sort of thing that I could do on my own. So it's going to require a team eventually. So, I am working on building, like, this is all idea phase. So I'm working on building the like-minded team, but it would be like this sort of scenario where you didn't come to work. So like, really what's going on? And that person, we're already going to have the relationship established that hopefully they'll feel comfortable sharing with me what's really going on, so that we can work to resolve that issue. instead of using that to terminate the relationship. So hopefully, therefore, making a difference in people's lives.
Thank you, Erica. Any other question? Yeah, go ahead, Dustin.
I just the sports world is totally foreign to me, so I just wanted to hear from Shayna. Do you have any thoughts on the connection level then between your organization and other organizations, and encouraging them to do programs or promote programs that are for girls, not just on the the end user, but the supplier of the service?
Yeah, so definitely, I think honestly, this idea kind of stemmed from that idea of doing such a thing. The whole goal or the purpose for me will eventually get to a point where I'm providing free programming for those families that aren't really allowed or aren't really capable of being able to participate in those very, those programs that allow a lot of financial commitment to it.
Not everyone can get into the MAC.
Exactly. And so what I plan to do is kind of have a program set to where I bring those programs that are have signed up to participate on our website. I'm gonna bring them together to kind of do some type of rotational program where the kids can come and experience each different sport, and then be able to kind of have that experience at least. So that's hopefully one way I can bring those programs together so that way it's something beneficial, not only for those participating, but also for those businesses, because it also shows that they are engaged in the community and things like that. So that's the hope and plan for that, if that answers your question.
You good with that, Dustin? Okay.
I had a question for Andres.
I as well.
I'm kind of confused. Like, I'm kind of confused on what your pitch was for. I know you said for building better connections within the community, and that you have your real estate license. But I was just confused. I don't know what the idea is to build the connections.
Yeah. So if you guys, essentially, it's like I want to be able to use like the power of like social media or ads and different things like that to create a more branded image of properties. So it's like people, I think, are starting to rent more and more. So I think that like where people live is a big thing too. I mean, to me, I guess, can you guys hear it now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just like, I want to help the people that own those like apartment complexes learn how to market their property in a way where like-minded individuals can all live in like the same community. And not only will that help the person that owns the property by making it more of a desirable property, but the people that actually live there would have like neighbors or people that they live with that are like most aligned to like the type of person they are. So it's like helping people find like the places that, I mean, they want, if it's something, I mean, if that's something that they desire,
Yeah. Okay.
And then my question for you was, so in doing that, because there's plenty of people who I'm sure would like that idea, but wouldn't necessarily think to look around for it in certain ways, And so how would you go about getting your idea out to those people who maybe wouldn't be necessarily looking for that, but would enjoy it, or people who don't necessarily have the time to do all that Googling?
Yeah. Well, I think it's like it's definitely a niche. So it's not going to be everybody that cares about where they live. Some people are just looking for housing. Some people are caring about where they're going to live. So I think I'm trying to focus more on people who are like intentful on where they want to rent. But also I think at first I'm going to be focusing more on like helping the actual owners of the property by like helping them get better pictures maybe, or posting on social media, like doing contests within the like apartment complex that's like, hey, like take a picture of like the food you made at your nice like apartment or your nice kitchen, and like the person who wins gets like a gift card to like a grocery store or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like finding ways to like engage and interact like the community more to like to boost the whole desirability of the property. But then after that, I would like to transition to trying to make software so the people that live at the apartment complex can interact with each other in like a way that they want to, if they desire, to be able to then like connect and know their neighbors, know their apartment, people they live with, to create like a better atmosphere and environment for everyone.
Sweet.
With that said, Andres, I've got a follow-up question. Do you have a thought process or a plan for sustainable communities within the real estate?
It's definitely like, I mean, sustainable communities as in like, I mean, could you like elaborate a little bit more on that?
Sustainable communities would be self-reliant, urban farming, progressive business, off-gridism with energy resources, things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something I definitely want to integrate, because that's like really what it's about. I want to create people who just have more of those, who want to help other people, who have a loving mindset, find those type of people. Because I feel like, I mean, it's not like hard. I mean, I think if you're that type of natured person, you get attracted to those type of people. But I think like I haven't personally thought about integrating how to do that, but that's something that I would really love like to add into the idea as well.
All right, are we good? All right. Idea number 1 is Andres. Idea number 2 is Dustin. Idea number 3 is Erica. Idea number 4 is Shayna. When you see the poll, it's gonna have listed like idea 1 through 10. So I can't edit it during the video for some stupid reason. But Andres, Dustin, Erica, Shayna, and I've got this written down behind me. Can you read it okay, you think? Or not quite? But I'm going to release the poll. There are a couple questions at the end, if you don't mind. But again, pitch 1 is Andres, pitch 2 is Dustin, pitch 3 is Erica, pitch 4 is Shayna.
Should I guess some more? Well, you was doing 55 and the 54. Lost the registration and step out of the car. You carrying a weapon on you, I know a lot of you are. I ain't stepping out of shit, all my papers legit. What do you mom if I look around the car a little bit? Well, my glove compartment is locked, so it's the trunk in the back. And I know my rights, so you don't need a warrant for that. Aren't you sharp attack? You some type of law or something, somebody important or something. I ain't passed the ball, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my shit. Well, we'll see how smart you
All right, I've got 11 out of 14 who have voted.
99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems,
I'm still at 11 out of 14. I'm not going to vote. I got 12 out of 14. One more person to vote. Hey, Dustin, did you see what shirt I got on?
I did.
All right. I am going. Oh, there we go. Everyone voted. So I got 100%. The voting will end right now. And drum roll, please. The winner today is Erica. So pitch number 3 with Erica. Congratulations. That is amazing. Very good job. Your idea and the way you're articulating it is really coming together. So anybody want to say anything? Anybody want to, any more comments? And then I've got a couple more questions for y'all in a minute.
I wanted to say to Erica that I just like that when you first started doing your pitch, I didn't know at all what you were going to say, but I like that it was just like your story. And like, I was like, while you were saying it, I was like, I wonder where this is going right now. Like, I was like, and you had it so well worded and well prepared. Like you could really tell that you spent a lot of time on it. And it was really inspiring for me to watch.
Thank you.
So
I
I want to
appreciate
thank
hearing
you.
that. Thank you.
Yeah. Great job.
Thanks. Thanks.
I don't want to say one problem, but one question that I had, and I completely agree with everything Ezra just said. And I think you can kind of flip when you start to talk about needing a team. I know, not exactly, but I have a very good idea of what your story is and where you're coming from. And I think you could stress or talk about then how there are others out there that have made it through, that are fed up with the traditional status quo that's out there for them, that you will bring on as your team. You know, this is a huge problem in society, and you know, one person can't tackle it alone. That's a lot of feedback that I've gotten on pitches, is that it's a lot of times it's just been me or me with a loose team. And so when you start talking about that, I think you can really turn that into, again, I don't want to say a problem, but a question that I had, into something where I say, oh, I know exactly where she's going with that.
I think that's actually, you know, because I'm working towards a hatching, and 99 seconds is not much time at all. So you gotta no, yeah, but you're right, and I'm working towards that, and I appreciate that feedback, because I hadn't thought too much. I guess when I think about the team, I think more along the lines of like who's going to be it. I don't know. I guess you said more along, like you said, people that have been through those sorts of things, and I need to think more about looking for those people instead of perhaps maybe what I was thinking. So I appreciate that feedback.
And we understand when you say problem or whatever, we're tough. We got thick skin. We're fledglings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just from the, yeah. Thank you, Jerry.
We know you love us.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what was that? We can see it.
I saw the poll results.
Oh, you were able to see it?
Yeah.
Yep, they popped up at the end there.
Okay, cool. Was that okay that I shared that?
Yes.
I think it's very relevant to see that.
All right. There's a couple people that don't know about the hatching.org or about One and All, so I'll be promoting that a little bit today. I also, everybody said they were part of the Fledge community, but I'm not sure that that's true. You might think of the community, but I'm really talking about the particular website that we're building that has the marketplace, and where we're putting some fundraising and we're experimenting with Fledge Coin. So just I'm going to share that as well today. There were a couple people. I'm just going to mention them by name. Sandy Ritter, Ryan Cook, and Mark Voldek have all contributed to the fundraising for 99 Problems. So they have put money into the prize money. And then the Fledge is going to fund this for as long as we have to with the $99. And this starts next week. Sorry, Erica, but I warned you guys of all that. But next week, we will start with giving out $99 to the winner. And you can pitch every week. So you can pitch again, Erica, and everybody who's ever pitched. I know you guys are all going to pitch over $99, though pitching is very valuable. The other thing is I want to thank Ezra and Bilal. We're trying to get the production up here. So they're, you know, I'm in the isolation booth right now. They're over in the engineering room. We're trying to get this worked out and set up for telemedicine, for teaching in a laboratory setting, and some other things. But we would really love some feedback on the production today. I know that, you know, a little bit of it's cheesy with the Jay-Z song playing again and again. But that was my idea, not the DJ's idea. They were great. So any feedback you have on the production or how we can step the quality of that up, we would greatly appreciate that. We can't leave this without saying Black Lives Matter. I'm so pissed. Everyone's so pissed. This ain't politics. This ain't business where I don't care about those boundaries right now. We got to start doing something. We can't just sit around. So I'm going to just start with promoting Black Lives Matter, and any people that want to talk to me about what you want me or the Fledge to do, please reach out to me. I'm here to listen right now and to understand, not to white-splain it. So that's my new phrase, like mansplaining. I am talking to people of color right now. You tell me what you need from the Fledge, and we got your back. Okay. With that said, hey, let's let Chaz in, and then I'll say, all right, everyone unmute. We'll let Chaz in, and we'll all say, bye, Chaz. All right.
Funny.
All right. You guys ready?
Ready.
All right. We got to wait for a second. All right. He's on.
Bye,
Chaz.
Chaz.
Bye.
We love you,
Hello.
Chaz.
All right, it's taking me like 30 minutes to get in here.
I'll stay and talk to you, Chaz.
As I'm sending you virtual hugs.
Hey, good job, everybody. Thank you so very much. Love you all. And I'll see you next week, if not sooner.
Love you.
Love ya.
Hey, good job, Ezra and Bilal, and all the
Thank you.
presenters.
Thank you.
Check out our projects if you haven't.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you missed your chance to pitch.
I'm
Posted
not
under
pitching. We already put our
posted under
projects
the live video today.
Oh yeah, okay, will do. We'll be posting the link to our music video series that we've been doing. If anyone here hasn't seen it, you have to see it. We've been working
All right.
real hard on it since
We'll watch
quarantine
it.
started.
We'll promote it. I am gonna end the meeting. Sorry it took so long, Chaz.
No problem.
And if
I'll
you
watch
have any
the-
feedback on how I can fix that, I would appreciate it.
I'll try to figure it out.
Chaz is the new room mod. You are the gatekeeper.
Just reminds me of Ghostbusters.
Yes.
All right, see ya.
Oh my god.
All right. See you guys.